I don't see why not.
Hi everyone.
There we go.
Sherry's mic
My
doesn't
mic
work.
didn't work for a second there. It apparently switched devices. We're back. Hello. Hello everyone and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. This time we are on the morning and it's killing all of us, I think, except for TK.
Finally, I am alive for D&D.
But finally TK gets to be alive when the rest of us suffer. But yes, we're back. I am, as usual, joined by these beautiful people over here. We got a Vi Valkyrie. A TK Lady _.
Oh.
A Ravel VT.
Hi.
And Tamiya Games.
I'm not beautiful, how dare you?
Okay, well, we got one ugly people and three beautiful
He's
people.
a special snowflake.
Thank you.
Okay. It has been a few weeks, so, bit of a refresher for everyone. You attended a ball with Lady Fia to kind of look into certain upper-ranked members of society, which Fia suspected of potentially being corrupt. While at this party, you met a number of people, from the rather sexy Lady Fia to Lord Byron, the rather sleazy and flirtatious man who I honestly didn't expect you to talk to as much as you did, and it was kind of a nightmare role-playing him. Sir Hexam, who was accompanying him, far more charming, but you didn't really get to interact with him all that much. A number of other people, such as Sir Cole and General Xander, who were co-hosting the event, and Captain Sven, the captain of the guards, who Zulil has a close relationship with. As in a working relationship. For anyone
I was
who
gonna
gets any
say, wait,
ideas.
what? Hey, are you holding what? Tommy?
Working relationship. It's his boss.
Huh?
Ah?
The hell are you gonna say?
You also
Get off my lawn.
met Lady Fia's friend, Professor Slepney, who was quite concerned that a certain group was after him, and it turns out he may have been right. After the events of the ball, towards the end, the lights went black, and suddenly a number of people disappeared, from random party guests to Sir Hexam, Lady Vermilion, and Professor Slepney, much to the chagrin of Lady Fia. You met a cat and enjoyed talking to it and potentially
He'll be
gleaned
back.
some information from it. And specifically last episode, you went outside and investigated around the front and sides of the building. You didn't find a lot. You did find that none of the windows had been broken into or out of, so they seemingly had left through the front door, which was backed up by a couple of carriage drivers who said that a number of people just strolled out. They thought that the party had ended early or that people were just heading home. Didn't see anything particularly amiss with it. Somewhere around 10 to 12 people apparently walked out. You had spoken with the injured guards, and they more or less just explained that everything was a blur and they were overtaken by some kind of enchantment. You did note that there was a sweet smell, both at the front door where the guards were originally posted, and that some of the guards who had been enchanted claimed to have smelled something similar. You did your best to heal the guards. You did send your badger to try and track down that smell, but it didn't come back with anything, either because the smell wasn't there, or perhaps there was too many overwhelming smells. You didn't really have Speak with Animals left to find out. But it couldn't track anything from it. very least. You learned the spell used was most likely mass suggestion. At least that's what Lady Fia believed. You sent a message to Slepny and received no response, but then sent one to Lady Vermilion, and she responded, "Not right now, I'm afraid. My eyes saw through the darkness. I'm on the hunt." You told Sven to try and lock down the city, though that would prove to be easier said than done. And much like that, you also told him to lock down the skyports, which, again, couldn't be done until morning and also would likely incur the wrath of various businesses.
Sorry, you mean the blimp spot?
Yes, the skyport. Okay, you decided to immediately go to try and track them down. You found out that Hexam doesn't have an estate in town. He is from out of town. And given your own rationale, you believe Hexam is your prime suspect. So you found that he does have business in town with that skyport, hence trying to shut that down. And finally, you decided to talk to Byron again and tried to steal his cab, but also took him with you. And that's where we left off last time. You're all just getting into Byron's cab, his carriage.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. What are we
We need
actually?
to get our stuffs.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So where are we heading towards?
I think the plan was we go to the inn, get our stuff, and then head to the skyport.
Okay.
Okay. Very well. I'll escort you to collect your belongings, and then, if you don't mind, I'd like to drop Lord Byron off before we head to the skyport.
I mean, that's absolutely fine.
Very well. So, you head out, horses bounding across the cobbled streets down the hill, to, I believe you left your stuff at the Eagle's Crest, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
To the Eagle's Crest. Collect all your stuff. I don't assume there's anything you really need to do while you're there that we need to roleplay out, right? You're just grabbing your stuff?
No, I think we just need to get our stuff and get ready for the potential fight ahead.
Okay. You head back up the hill to take... Well, yeah, I guess it would be slightly up the hill. To take Lord Byron to where he's currently staying. The carriage driver sort of takes him over his shoulder and takes him inside, puts him down inside, and comes back out. And then you head off to the north of town. A district lined with a number of warehouses and businesses and sort of just general kind of like storage and delivery and manufacturing type places. It's not as dirty and unkempt as the south side of town, but it's certainly not high class by any stretch of the imagination. It is very much like the working man's area. And the carriage driver drops you off. Well, if that'll be all, I'll be heading back to where we're staying, to tend to Lord Byron.
That was very generous of you. Thank you very much. And please send our appreciation to Lord Byron.
Of course. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
He gets back in, and the carriage bounds away with a click-clack.
See, Zil, you didn't need to brain the driver. You just had to be nice to him.
Well, in a much real way, I wanted to, and I didn't get to, so I am a bit disappointed.
You'll be okay, Zor.
Okay.
Anyway, so we what's our plan of attack here?
You think we have a plan?
Well, I kind of hoped maybe we'd think of one.
I mean, I'm not the brains here. I assume we just walk
Who
in, look
is the
around, and
brains
see what we
here?
can find. Huh?
I feel like
Who
Faith
is the
has been
brains
the
here?
brains so far.
I don't
like-
know. I mean, okay. Faith is an int of 8, so do not expect her to be the brains.
I think I might be the brains.
Yeah, I think
No.
it's
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
I
we're
think you're right.
screwed.
I think you're right. All right, Clue. What's the plan?
Clue just walks in. Hello.
I mean, hey, it's not
You
a bad
kidnapped some
plan.
people?
It's not a good plan, but it's not a bad plan. I think we need to check
Well,
the
let's-
area.
I think we should do that actually.
No.
why don't we go talk to like whoever's at like the front, like the like whatever's.
Okay, there
I
isn't
mean,
like
what's their show? What are we looking at?
yeah, you're not exactly in like an airport. There's no like terminals and stuff. Essentially, you're in
Yeah.
the north side of town. This carriage driver has dropped you off, kind of in the streets. Like I say, there's a number of like warehouses and businesses and stuff around you. Most of them are closed at this hour, but there are some that are operating late at night. So there is like a few people around. There's a big sort of guard watchtower that you can see peeking out over the rooftops, off towards your sort of forward right, which seems to be keeping watch for anyone potentially trying to smuggle anything or steal anything late at night. Given that this is kind of like a shipment area. There is far to the north, the actual skydock itself, which, I mean, I guess you would know better once you get closer. But from here, you can see that there is at least a couple of airships currently docked there. You can just see like peeking out from. You don't have like a straight shot view down the street, but you can just about see over rooftops.
Can we
Okay,
get on the guard
well-
tower to look over the rooftops?
Yeah, I think.
There is
Well,
currently a
I mean, I
light
think at the very
emanating from it.
least,
I mean, I would know the guards, right? I could just like say
Potentially.
hello and
I think we
You know.
should go talk. That's probably our first place to go.
yeah, like at the very least, we should tell the guards what's happened, so they can potentially either search the ships or stop the ships from leaving.
Yeah, and they might have seen something too. Yeah, let's head there.
Alright, so you guys head in the direction of this guard tower. It's kind of like a wooden tower built up as almost similar to like a fire watch tower, if you know what I mean. But
Mhm.
less structural, more open. You head on up. You can't see the people inside from the bottom, but there is a light emanating from it. You assume someone's in there. And there's a ladder to head up into it. Do you want
Right,
to
let's go.
go straight up,
Yep.
or are you going to call out to anyone? Or?
I think we should probably call out to them before we just barge in.
I mean, if
yeah,
you want.
sounds smarter than just going
And
up
just,
there.
like bashing through the front door and saying hi.
I thought we're going with Ravel's plan. I mean, Clue's plan.
Hello.
I mean, if you
You can do
saw
that from
Clue-
down here.
Oh, okay.
If you were on
Hello.
board and you saw Clue walk through the front door first, what would your immediate reaction be?
Push.
Well, I mean, I could have gone. Anyway, let's yell out. So you do it. You're good at talking to people.
I'm very good at talking to people. Hello.
A moment later, a head kind of leans off the side, like over the railings and down, and looks around a little before seeing your group stood at the base of this tower. Hello? Do you need something?
Could we have a word? If you wouldn't mind coming down, or if
They-
we could come up.
They sort of look over their shoulder. For someone you can't see. Alright, be right down. A few moments later, you see a person climbing down the ladder. They're sort of lightly armored. Compared to the other guards you've seen, they'd normally have like bracers, breastplates, pauldrons. Not full plate armor, but at least some armor. This guy's more dressed in sort of like leathers. Yeah, he's not like very armored compared to what you're used to for like city guards. What can I do you for?
Have you heard of what has happened tonight at the ball?
Ball? I don't know of any balls.
Circle's
Sorry.
party, his little soiree this evening, it was attacked. Various members of the groups appear to have been kidnapped, and General Xander has reason to believe that the perpetrators may be attempting to leave via airship.
Right. So you're telling me this because...
Because we need to get to those airships and check them.
I mean... He kind of looks up at the tower. I'm not really supposed to leave my post, but I also can't let you just wander in unattended unless you've got actual business to be about.
Well, technically, we do have business.
Would you work for like a company in the area, or?
Yes, this guy, Frederick. Bit of a businessman.
God damn it.
He has a business plan,
Yeah.
and is definitely not a cop.
Yes.
Are you able to tell us if any ships have left tonight?
I mean, I'm mostly keep watch over the sort of warehousing areas, but
Surely you'd notice
Say-
if a ship was taking off.
yeah, one left a few hours ago. It was a while back now, though. Most of them are leaving in the morning. We do occasionally get the odd one coming in late or heading off early in the morning.
Have there been
What's
any...
what's our timeline? Sorry, what's our timeline from like when this happened to now?
I would say like it was already like getting towards evening when stuff went down. Like the sun was starting to go down. Then with you like investigating and fighting and whatnot, I'd say the sun had probably gone down around when you got inside the carriage. Then being a journey back down, and then back up, and then all the way over here, you're probably looking at like, I want to say like 9 or 10 p.m.
Okay.
So essentially, the airship left before the party started, or before everything
It
at the
sounds
party
Yeah.
like
started.
it either left before
Okay.
or during the early stages of the party. Can we ask the guard if he's seen any carriages come within the last hour or so?
You mean like a fancy carriage, or like, because we get a bunch of
Well,
wagons coming
it was
through.
from, I believe it was a black carriage. So nothing particularly stand out, but it would have presumably been moving relatively quickly.
I saw the one that presumably dropped you off. I mean, there's been a few little carriages come through. Some wagons, some things with supplies. It's not like
This
you
was
get a great
definitely
view
a
of
a
like
passenger
close
carriage.
details. Yeah, like I said, it's not like you get a great view of close details from up there. It's more just you get the gist of what's going on. You can see.
No,
if
but I assume
anyone's-
you can tell the difference between a cargo wagon and a carriage.
I mean, yeah. There was a couple came through. It's not the most uncommon thing, but it's certainly not like frequented.
Do you have any idea where they may have gone?
Not really. They didn't really seem like they're up to anything. Just came riding through. We assumed they were just up to usual business. Some businessman coming in for late work or something. I don't know. Didn't really set off any alarms.
Do they have to go through anyone before proceeding to the airships?
I mean, if they have to go to the airships at this time, they'd have to go through the dockmaster. But if they're just going about the warehouses, they can go about their own business, as long as they're not breaking into anywhere.
Did you notice anything weird for the warehouses? Like
No,
anything
it's been
that's
pretty
out of
quiet
place?
night, to be honest.
Just the usual shipments.
Yeah, more or less.
Have you seen any badgers?
Badgers? No, we don't tend to get badgers in town.
Aren't I wearing a badger?
Oh yeah, what's that about? I'll be honest, I thought that was just like a collar or something. That alive? The badger just sort of growls at him.
Give him a
Alright.
little pet.
It sounds like we want to talk to the dockmaster, and if the dockmaster's not seeing anything, then we need to start looking at the warehouses.
The question is, should we split up when we're out of view?
No, splitting the party is a terrible idea. You get stymied by a wall, Zalil.
Haven't you
A wall.
watched Scooby-Doo?
But we could... Well, okay. My thinking is that if we don't split up, we might not have enough time before the next airship leaves. So if they're just going to move people, we've
so-
already taken about an hour and a half to
If we
get
talk to the
here.
dockmaster, and we inform the dockmaster what's happened, and the dockmaster says no one's gone through, we've alerted the dockmaster. The dockmaster and his men can keep an eye out, and then we can go check the warehouse.
Yeah, but that would imply that they're not already here. Like, that thinking would essentially say, these people are not here, therefore we're safe. You understand what I'm thinking?
It's more along the lines of no one came through here, so we need to go check somewhere else.
I understand that. But we could also be checking two places at the same time.
Yes, and we could also die one by one.
And we're still
I
weakened.
feel like that's a threat.
No, I'm saying we've just had a giant fight at the wall where we protected the people there. Are you really in a condition to fight these kidnappers if it's just you and me, or you and Tori, or just you and Clue?
We're not splitting. No, I think it's a terrible idea. I don't think it's like, let's at least go and talk to the dockmaster. What's it
Fine.
called?
That
And
is a
then
terrible idea.
let's see if we have a reason to split up. Right now, we don't have a reason to.
Right now, it's just Tommy wants to go rummaging through crates with no one looking.
He wants
Well-
to go and try and climb a wall and face his fears.
No.
Let's go to the. Is it the dockmaster?
Let's go see the dock. Look, we've alerted the guards here. Let's go talk to the dockmaster. Alert the dockmaster, and at least that means there are more bodies looking, or at least guarding the airships. And then if something's happened to the airships, we can look at the airships. If nothing's happened to the airships, we can go check out the warehouse.
Yeah, because it could be someone
Okay.
loading up an airship right now, and we'd need all of us there for that.
Okay, so you guys are heading off to talk to the dockmaster then?
Yes, please.
Yes. That's the one thing we do agree on.
So
Except Tommy.
you don't really know your way around this part of town. I'd say none of you have really been up here much. Even Zulil, who kind of lives in town, probably wouldn't have been up here much. But generally just following sort of what is peeking up from skyships that you can see over the rooftops, and the general idea of like heading north, you do manage to find your way to the actual dock area. It's sort of this like elevated platforms that do vaguely resemble like an actual sort of sea dock, but are like elevated quite high above the ground, honestly. At least like a couple floors up. There's a wall surrounding this, a sort of stone wall, or like a fence type wall. Yes, your nemesis, Silhel.
I'm just like, oh god.
And there's a couple of roads that lead up to gates going inside. You can
Are there
see
any-
from here there is a couple of guards assigned to each gate. You can mostly just see the lanterns. It is quite dark out. There is like street lights and stuff, but they're not incredibly bright, so you're mostly navigating based off what light you can see at this hour in this part of town.
Okay, should we go up to one of the gates and speak to a guard? You might be able to point us in
Yes,
the
yeah,
right
we can
direction.
get them to direct us to the Dogmaster.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay, so you stroll up to one of the gates. There's a couple of guards. One of them seems to be just kind of leaning against the wall having a smoke, while the other is a bit more actively paying attention. Hi there. Hi there, folks. You got business?
We're looking for the Dogmaster.
Right. Have you got a shipment coming in or going out?
No, we have an urgent message from General Xander. An incident has occurred at Circle's party, and we need to make sure the docks are alerted to potential kidnappings.
Oh, right. He gives his buddy a nudge, and the dude who was smoking just kind of looks at him like, what the fuck, dude? Before actually, like, standing at attention a little bit. But he's still clearly not caring as much as the other one. Right, the Dockmaster, you'll find him, go through there, follow the path round. There's sort of like a booth before you go up. You can talk to him there.
Thank you.
Head on
Okay,
in, head
thank
on in.
you.
So, heading through, there's sort of this open courtyardy area where these two roads, they don't exactly converge, but they go to run in parallel between these two sort of booth areas. And the one over to the right also splits off to go to what looks like a sort of garage area. There is a number of like crates and what would you call it? No, not a wagon exactly, but shoot, I can't remember the word. You know the things where it's like two wheels and then a person would pull it, like a wheelbarrow but bigger.
Oh, yeah, I know the thing you're talking about.
I can't remember the name of
A
it right now.
rickshaw.
Sure. Sure. There's a rickshaws and various crates and cargo and whatnot around. And you do see sort of up ahead, there's almost kind of like, if you've ever been to like an amusement park where they have like the ticket booths for like people going in and
Yeah.
out. It's almost like that.
Okay.
Walking up to the booth, you see an older gentleman with sort of like square spectacles on, currently like asleep in his chair. You can hear him like snoring quite loudly. His head's kind of like leaned back on the back of his chair. He's wearing
He's probably noticed a lot
these
tonight.
nice enough robes, but not like extremely fancy. But they're definitely more station than you've seen from like the guards and stuff around here.
May I?
Go for it, Clue.
Oh!
with a startled jump, this dude like whips his head up almost a little too far before like recoiling back and like looking around very confused. He's like, hello. I apologize. I must have dozed off.
That's quite alright. It's been a long evening, and I'm afraid it's gonna get longer. Have you received news from General Xander about the incident at Sercote's soiree?
General Sander? No, nothing of the sort, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid there has been an attack on the party, and various members have been kidnapped. We have reason to believe that they are being brought to the air docks.
Oh dear. A smuggling
Indeed.
plot?
Yes, it would seem someone has kidnapped a few of the well-to-do.
Human
And,
trafficking?
yes,
This
we-
shall not stand!
Indeed. I assume there have been none in terms of carriages coming this way in the last hour or so?
No, I don't believe so. I can check my books, but what time is it? He pulls out a watch and takes a look. Right. And then, like, flicks through a book. No, the last thing to leave was a few hours ago, it seems. Haven't had anything pass through since then.
Are you sure nothing went past while you were taking a nap?
That was a terrible lapse, I'm afraid. But nothing seems to have gone through, and I'm certain the guards would have noticed if something was coming through.
Do you fall asleep often on the job?
Oh no, of course not. Of course not. It's
So
just
this is an anomaly then.
Well, it's just these late nights. I've been working overtime since the usual daytime dockmaster has unfortunately been on break, so I've been taking his shift as well as my own. It's rather unfortunate.
Generous of you.
It's not so much
I'm sure you're
generosity
well
as
aware.
there's only a couple of us, and someone has to man.
Of course.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's any like spells we use in the
Go for it.
in a bit? Oh, that's nat 20
Nat 20. Okay.
plus 3 as well, but I
So-
don't think that matters.
I would say, like, for trying to, like, figure out if this guy's been enchanted, you have to kind of take multiple things into account. So, like, you first of all, like, try and see if maybe you're smelling that sort of sweet smell that overtook the guards at the ball. But there's no smell like that here. So then, like, also kind of judging his story, it's kind of like, it makes sense that he'd fall asleep there, naturally without the aid of magic. So you're reasonably confident that he wasn't enchanted to be put to sleep?
That's a
Okay.
good waste of a 20.
Seriously.
Well, at
Hey,
least
look,
you're
it
like
could've
very
been-
certain that he wasn't enchanted.
To be fair, like it could have been a good cover-up. So
It could have been. It could have been. I think it was well worth checking.
It was
But,
worth checking, but yeah,
Yes.
you at least have that ruled out.
So, I'll say to the gentleman in question, I'm sure you're well aware of the need to not disrupt trade to the city, but if you have the manpower, it might be worth searching the ships that are due to leave this morning a little more thoroughly, and we shall investigate the warehouse and see if the targets have gone there.
Right. I mean, there are a number of routine checks that airships go through before leaving. We can try to tighten security for the near future. I'm not sure we can do a full crackdown. I don't think we can go searching all of them right now without reinforcements from the guards. But we'll certainly do what we can.
Absolutely, that's all we can ask, and I'm sure General Xander and Circle will be most appreciative of your efforts.
Of course. I do not stand for breaches of law and smuggling in my skyport.
Then we have something in common.
Excellent. I'm sorry, do you need anything else? Is there any other ways that I can assist you with this?
Do you know any of the warehouses that are owned by Lord Hexen or in use by Lord Hexen?
Excellent. Let me look through the book. He sort of adjusts his spectacles a little and flicks through for a bit. He pulls out another book and sort of looks through that for a bit as well. It takes a good few minutes before he actually kind of looks back up at you and it's like, there's no businesses registered directly to that name. I did find a record of a director under the name Hexon. It seems, they have had a number of routine shipments. Doesn't seem like anything has been particularly out of order. I'm afraid I only have record of our shipments and their businesses' general sort of details. I don't have registered addresses for any warehouses they may own, I'm afraid.
Do you know who would have that information?
I suppose that would be most likely either the business themselves or the government body that would govern over them.
Well, it's a little early to say, but Lord Hexen is someone of interest to our inquiries. So anything attached to that name would be worth paying closer attention to.
Right. Well, this seems to be under the name of a Blair Shipping Company.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
It's the name of the business.
company.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you very much. I think we will direct our efforts to the warehouse district, I should say. And if you keep an eye out here.
Of course, yes. I shall keep my finest eyes out for this. No one shall pass me.
Much appreciated. Then, ladies, Zalil, perhaps we should move towards the warehouses and direct our attention there.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
Yep.
Do we have like
Hmm?
an address or something?
You did not get an address, sir. You just got the name of the
By
company.
the sound of it, they don't have an address, but we have a name, so maybe the warehouses have a manifesto or, like a sign on the outside saying what they are. Or we need to find somewhere that actually has a listing of who owns what warehouse. There's gotta be a record somewhere.
Yeah. What else is around? Is there any other buildings?
I mean,
Sherry?
there's a lot of buildings. Like, this is an entire sort of like shipping area of town.
Before we leave the... Sorry. No, go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, there's tons of like warehouses and businesses. The Skydock itself, there's a lot of buildings. I don't know what you're looking for specifically in terms of buildings.
Does anything look like an office that's maybe lit up, like there's people in there working?
I mean, like I say, there's like a lot of businesses, so yeah, there's like several offices.
Is there many that are open right now?
Probably not at these hours. It's more likely to be like sort of warehousing that'll be open late at night rather than offices. There is maybe one or two with the lights on.
Should we just go to one of them with the lights on and see what we can find out? Team?
I mean, we can ask people there if there's.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea now is we ask anyone working if they know where Blair Shipping is.
Yep.
Before we do leave, can we ask the dock master if there's any airships from the Blair Shipping Company currently in the dock? I mean.
Sure. Oh, Let me check the books. And he pulls out another book from the other side. Currently docked, we have the Marianne, we have some. It seems there is a general purpose shipping skyship. There are no specific ones owned by Blair Shipping Company themselves.
Okay.
You want to check that one?
Can we go?
Inside check.
If you want to
Like, if you
insight
want
check,
to-
you can.
I mean, I
No,
doubt the
I'm
dock
joking.
master would be lying to us.
I
but-
meant if you want to check that blimp or whatever.
The general
The
purpose
general-
one.
Yeah. Just
I
ask.
mean, what do we want to do? Do we want to check the warehouses or do we want to
No,
search the
I think we
airship?
check the warehouses first.
Like, the airship's not leaving till morning.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking if one of the airships was in fact like owned by the Blair Shipping Company.
I mean, by the sound of it, they're not big enough to own an airship, but they may rent space on the airship.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I think the warehouse is first. I think that's where we'll be able to get some information right now.
Might be less suspicious as well if they're trying to leave in the morning instead. So it doesn't seem as odd, quote unquote, if they leave in the middle of the night. Especially if they can't afford their own airship.
Yeah.
So, the plan seems to be we head to the warehouse district and look for whoever's working, and
Yep.
then pester them until they tell us where Blair Shipping is.
Yep.
Or keep an
Perfect
eye
plan.
out for any carriages parked outside that may match our incredibly generic description.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are... What, are you gonna go knock on an office, or are you just gonna wander around? Like, what's
Yep.
the
The
play?
first one that we find that looks like there's people inside.
Okay. You walk up outside an office, and up at the top is the name of you presume to be a shipping and sort of, it seems to be like a stone shipping company, from what you can tell. It's like a Mason Stone Shipping or something.
Oh god. Imagine transporting stone by airship. Fucking hell, that's gonna be expensive.
It seems to be open. At least there's a light on inside. Are you heading in?
Yep.
Okay. A bell rings as you open the door and head on inside. It's certainly not busy, and it's quite dimly lit. There's like a small oil lantern lighting a desk, kind of off to the side, when you come in. And there's a person there who's currently... She looks to be sort of like a middle-aged woman, sort of almost like studious librarian vibes, hair tied up in almost like a bee's nest type hairstyle, you know, the one from like the 60s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that sort of thing. Her glasses on, currently just like reading through various books, writing stuff. Hello. Can I help you at this late hour? I wasn't expecting visitors.
Hello.
The
Hello.
ice break.
Well, I suppose I can put this down for a moment. How can I help?
We're hoping to find the Blair warehouse.
Blair Warehouse?
Sorry, we're trying to find Blair Shipping. We're in a bit of a hurry and we're relatively new here. You don't happen to know where we could find Blair Shipping's warehouse, do you?
Right, I'm afraid not. I'm a bookkeeper for Mason's stone shipping. I don't really know where you'd find such a thing. There's a lot of businesses in this area of town.
We noticed.
Yes, I suppose that would make it rather difficult.
Can I just say, I absolutely adore the hair. It's incredible.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It takes quite a while to style. It's honestly a nightmare to maintain, but...
If I had more time, I'd love to know how you do it, but as I say, we are in rather of a hurry.
Oh, quite a lot of hair wax. Right, I can try and see if we've had any dealings with them in the past.
If you could, I would be most grateful.
Yes, excuse me for just one moment. I need to look in the back to find any records. She sort of stands up and heads through a back door, and takes quite a while before coming back through. I'm afraid I didn't find any records of a Blair Shipping Company. It doesn't seem like we've dealt with them in the past.
Well, thank you so much for your time anyway. I much appreciate it.
I'm afraid it's going to be rather difficult to find one business here, unless you have any sort of addresses or anything, or contact with them. But I wish you the best.
I don't suppose you know of any central repository of which businesses are here?
Yes, we would normally run, if we need to contact someone, we would run through various, we would run through like the central organization for business in town. I don't believe they're open at this hours, and to be perfectly honest, they normally get back to you in a few days, rather than getting a swift response, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, as I say, I much greatly appreciate your time.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of much help. Please do come back if you have any stone shipping needs.
Okay, so let's get outside.
Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, goodbye.
And she sort of faith blows her a kiss as she leaves.
Oh, she blushes. Oh, back out on the streets? What's your plan?
Yes, this is what I was afraid of. There are so many businesses here, I don't know how we're going to find a specific one. I mean, we have a name? Is there any way... Zillow, maybe you have some contacts in the guards that may be able to help us locate where this is?
I mean, probably, but we'd also have to go all the way back to the precinct and all the way back here. So not sure how time efficient that is.
Isn't there like any guards in here?
In the...
I mean, I assume our best bet is to ask any warehouse hands.
Yeah, because like the guards wouldn't know what exactly the warehouse is for. The guards are just there to make sure that all of it is legal and get bribed. But
Get bribed.
I love the cynicism, but okay.
Yeah, any guards in the
yeah.
area are mostly keeping watch and keeping an ear out for anyone like trying to break in or anyone smuggling or anything like that.
You mean like us?
I mean, you're not breaking in or smuggling anything yet.
So, yeah, I think our best bet is to try and find any warehouse staff that are actually working at the moment. Because I don't know, like maybe they work specifically for one warehouse, but I think it's more likely they move to whichever warehouse has the most demand at the time. But that could take hours, if not days.
Yeah, and there's also the issue that it being the middle of the night, there's probably not as many people around as there usually would be. Just given the fact that those probably leave in the morning, so
Yes.
the workers probably arrive in the morning.
Mhm.
So unless anyone has any other ideas, I think we're stuck with just walking around trying to find laborers and ask them if they know where it is.
I don't know.
Hmm.
We got the other blimp.
How many blimps are there actually?
Like currently docked?
Yeah.
You currently see 3. One of them seems to be presumably General Xander's that you saw go overhead before.
Yeah, like the royal one.
Yeah.
And 2 others are presumably shipping. Or like trading airships.
Presumably. They don't seem to be very fancy looking. I mean, as far
One
as
of
the
them-
airships go.
Function over form.
Yeah. Well, they're not like rickety, but yeah, they're pretty plain. They're not like painted fancy colors
Yeah.
or anything.
Hmm.
I don't
Well-
know.
Does anyone have an idea?
Not apart from what we've already. I mean,
Mm,
I mean, looking at on the face value, we can either search those 2 airships, or we can spend all night trying to find one warehouse.
True. The question is, do we get access to them, or do we actually have to sneak in?
I think it depends how much we want to throw General Xander's name around and how persuasive we can be.
Or how much we can put people to sleep.
Do we have any spell slots?
I'm not sure how if the sleeping spell does require any.
Yeah, it does.
would, yeah.
Ah, well,
Like, we can't, like, we're not going to start coshing people to get through the gate.
well. I tried.
well,
And you will think Faith's the violent one. Come on.
No. Faith is violent when it comes to murder. I am violent for the sake
Murder!
of
It's
violence.
not murder if they attack me first.
it is murder.
You're still killing them.
Yeah, but it's not murder if they attack me first.
To be
It's
fair, that is
stupidity at that point.
self-defense.
Yeah.
Probably depends on the country and the definition of it, but sure.
It's their fault for attacking me. Like, come
I
on.
mean, if you
let-
attack a heavily armed and armored knight, you kind of have it coming.
Well, fair. It's still killing the person, but yeah.
Pearson.
Okay, so what do we
Anyway,
want? Do we want to check warehouses or do we want to look at the airships?
Well,
I think let's go to the airships because there's most likely people that we might be able to find someone who knows where the Blair warehouse is, so we could ask around there and see if we can get some more information or find something.
well, the thing is, I doubt they would already be on the airship because it would seem a bit suspicious. And both the dockmaster and I'm guessing the guards didn't really see anything happening. Well, we didn't ask the guards, so we could do that. But I feel like they would have mentioned it if people were going on the ship and just stayed there for probably 1.5 hours. There's also the option that they're not here at all, that they went somewhere else beforehand and they're currently sitting there instead. But I think it's most likely that they're somewhere in a warehouse.
Does the scroll Lady Fear gave us still have a charge?
I believe you used
No.
2 and it
No.
has 3, doesn't
No,
it?
no, because we
No,
used
I
one in the morning to send
Ah,
to
shoot,
Lady
yeah.
Fear.
Yeah, and yeah.
I'll use that one. I was just thinking maybe we could have got a message to Zillow's guard friends to try and find out where this warehouse is, but
How long would it take to go to the guard headquarters?
From here,
Yeah,
definitely depends on if you're taking a carriage or walking.
running all the way.
Half an hour, 45 minutes.
God damn it. Okay, we're not doing that.
And then you would be
you don't
dead.
fancy running for an hour.
No. I guess we just the only real option we do have, even though it seems unlikely, is probably asking the guards first and then looking at the blimps.
Are you guys walking and
Um,
talking, or are you just like discussing outside of this office?
I guess we're
I
just
assume
standing
walking
here.
and talking, but where are we walking to? Are we just walking in general?
Walking in a circle in front of the office.
I was okay. We're walking and talking while we're looking for any laborers that we could potentially ask.
Okay. You do, as you're sort of just wandering around town, happen across a couple of people who seem to be loading up a wagon outside of like a garage, attached to a warehouse.
Okay, well,
Okay.
why don't we ask these people and see if they know where Blair shipping is, and then if they don't know, then we make our decision. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
Clue. Go
Okay.
say hi.
Okay.
Please, cannon fodder for saying hello.
Clue is the
Hello.
icebreaker.
They're a bit surprised, and as they're currently loading a box up, they almost drop it as they jump and kind of juggle it before managing to get
steady.
their hand back on it. Sorry. Load it up onto the cart. Sorry. Can I help?
Yeah, I don't suppose any of you fine gentlemen know where Blair shipping is, do you?
Blair shipping. Steve, was that the one recruiting a while back? I think so. Name's familiar. I think they were trying to
I
recruit
believe they're
a
fairly
few months
recent.
ago. Yeah, I think that if I remember right, they just started up a few months ago, and they'd started recruiting. They were doing this big recruiting push, trying to get a bunch of us.
Yeah, that sounds right. I believe they opened a little while ago. You don't happen to know where they are?
I mean, I believe I put in an application way back then. Didn't get the job, unfortunately, so I'm still at this shithole, but you know.
I mean, that sucks.
I don't remember the exact address. I'm pretty sure they're over towards sort of the northwestern side. Went there once.
I mean, Northwest does narrow down quite a bit, so thank you very much.
Yeah, I think they just had a warehouse. I don't think they had much, at least back then. I don't know if they've got anything else now.
I just imagine like now it's a huge thing with a neon
Yeah,
sign.
this big
with
fucking great big sign.
Blair shipping.
Blair shipping. Okay, well, thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Right, have a good night.
Bye.
Okay, do we want to head for the area, like if we narrowed it down, or do we want to go for the airship? I think the warehouse is probably the best bet still.
Hmm.
No, I agree. We go to the warehouse, I think.
Okay, so we don't know exactly where it is, but we narrowed it down a bit.
Yeah, we might find some workers there again as well. So
Yeah, or a
we-
big
we
sign.
might-
Giant
yeah,
neon
we might be
sign.
able to.
You know,
It's
they,
hey,
they
dumbasses.
invented neon in this world just so they could put it on this warehouse.
Well, it's a magic sign, right?
It's
Magic.
magic. It's magic
Yes.
neon. Magic neon.
Magic
So
neon.
then when we do arcana checks, we'll just be like, I can't sense anything because there's freaking sign.
All I sense is neon.
God, all this fluorescent magic paint everywhere. Damn it. Okay, let's head for that northwest district.
Okay. So as you head up towards the northwest, it seems to get like it's like a lot of warehousing and less offices as you get like further away from the sky dock. But there's also a number of sort of warehouses that are more like for sale or abandoned in this area. It seems like there's a bit less business compared to elsewhere.
You know, ever since I met Zulil, I've been in the slums more than I like.
Well, that's what you get when you hang out with me.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm
As-
working on it. Don't worry. Trying not to be in the slums as much as I am.
We need to get you some taste.
As you're
No, I don't need taste. I
Okay.
need money. Sorry, go on.
okay, as you're walking down the street having this conversation, Zulil, with your passive perception of 15, you, out of the very corner of your eye, notice a shadow dart from one rooftop to the next. You can't see a lot of details, but just out the corner of your eye, you think you see something.
Okay, I'm gonna use my telepathy because I keep forgetting what it's called and notify the others. And
Okay.
I'll tell them to not look suspiciously and, not act like they know anything's going on. Because they actually have dark vision and I do not.
Look where?
I'm going to assume that they're far enough away that we won't see them with dark vision, but beyond it being a shadow in the distance. I mean, mine's only 60 foot. I say only 60 foot. It's 60 foot, but it's only 60 foot.
It actually was kind of like on the roofs, like up above, just across from you, like just above on one side of the street. So it was fairly close, but you kind of only saw this small shadow dart from one roof to the next and then disappear behind the roof again.
Okay, well, I guess we just keep an eye out. What do you mean rocks fall, everyone levels up by hitting the rocks? Thanks, Rookie. Hi, Rookie.
Hello,
shall we-
Rocky.
The side says it. I was like, hi, Rookie.
Man.
Okay, so do we? Does this change anything? Not really, right? We're being watched.
I suppose we could focus more on the direction they're going in as well, but it seems to be the same we're going in as well, so.
With a bit of luck, I say luck. It's Lady Vermilion.
That's
and I
a
get
lot
to do
of
some more
luck.
flirting. With a less luck. It's someone in, should we say, Zulil's trade.
Well, no, that'd be good luck for us, because I'm fucking incompetent.
I said your trade, not your ability level.
No. I see this as an absolute win.
Okay.
Just every bounty
Okay,
hunter is
so-
incompetent.
Yes.
So let's carry on going towards this district, but keep an eye out for this shadow.
Yes, I'll try not to be blind.
you want to give perception checks?
That would be great. All of us?
Perception.
Yeah, we'll do a group one.
Okay, 11 for me.
12 plus 4, 16 for me. You right there?
So once again,
I rolled a
our
one.
rogue succeeds.
Oh god.
It was like on the edge of 19 and just rolled onto one like
Yeah, I gotta wait,
really
okay.
slowly.
When I heard that Revel was gonna play this goblin, I thought Clue is gonna be the albatross. But it turns out it's actually Tommy,
Albatross?
the harbinger of all sorts of weird stuff.
Hmm.
And it turns out it's Tommy.
Well, I gotta commit to my
I'm
bit.
not
Okay.
surprised.
What am I supposed to roll
What's
again?
that supposed to mean?
Perception.
Come on.
Perception.
Yeah, that's a d20, right?
Yes.
Yes, D20 plus your perception bonus.
Yeah, I also have like perception bonus of 5 as well. So, but I did
I
roll on
rolled-
that one, so
I
that doesn't
rolled
really
a
help.
2.
Oh
Okay.
god. Okay, so we're all blind.
No, I have the best perception.
So,
Yeah, I mean I only get +1, so I did okay. I got 11, but I don't think 11 is gonna make up for Tommy.
No.
so as you're-
Hey, look.
Okay.
No, just go on. I'm not gonna argue. Like it's.
We gotta
not
wait for
worth
the shit talking to finish first.
it. It's fine. Finish the story.
As you're walking down the street, you're trying to keep an eye out for the shadow, but Zulil is in this mode of like he's seen a shadow, now he's looking like literally everywhere all at once, trying to see it, and seeing absolutely nothing as a result. Clue is a bit too distracted and not really paying enough attention. Meanwhile, Faith and Tar, you're actually kind of keeping an eye out a bit more reasonably. You don't see the shadow right now, but I will keep it in mind for the future.
Okay.
Can we also do a stealth check to see that we're not being obvious as fuck?
Sure.
Well,
group
you're being
stealth.
obvious as fuck. No one else is trying.
Okay. No. I'm doing a stealth check.
Okay. Just tell me that.
It's a 19
And
plus
it's one
7,
again.
so it's fine.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, you are the knight
We're good.
incarnate.
Okay.
I am the
Faith
shadow.
is definitely not being stealthy. She has no need to.
So he's just being
so
super
Tommy
stealthy,
is
just
Tommy
looking
is
everywhere.
like darting from shadow to shadow, staying like behind walls, crouching behind a barrel,
Tommy's just
looking
running around
literally
like, I'm
everywhere,
Batman.
trying to find the shadow.
I'm not going
Batman.
crazy, I swear.
He's lost it. He's absolutely lost it.
But walls make him go crazy, so do shadows. Anything
Oh,
goes.
God.
Most useless rogue ever. No
Rats
offense.
are
I-
the
I
wild
meant more in the sense of like make sure that I obscure that I'm actually looking everywhere. So
I
it's
mean,
not
he's
obvious. to someone.
literally like a 13-year-old kid pretending he's Batman.
I hate you. It's accurate, but I hate you.
Anyway,
Okay, should we move on to this warehouse district?
Yes, we
Let's go! With Tommy being stealthy.
Okay.
like I said, I meant more in the sense of not being obvious that I look everywhere, but and not like sneaking around, but more like
No,
you
I think
know.
it's funnier if you're just like trying to sneak around.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's fine.
But yes,
we move on.
Nobody sees you. They see the rest of the group, but they don't see Tommy. Zulu. So, as you're wandering around, is there anything specific that you're looking for?
We're looking for a big sign that says Blair Shipping, or laborers in that area, or a black carriage.
Okay.
Or someone who looks kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Well, okay, fine.
Or a
Tommy
white
can look
cat.
for someone. A white cat. Okay. I can't speak to animals anymore.
or Lord Hexen.
I can.
Yeah. So all these things.
Okay. As you're sort of wandering around, a lot of these businesses are either shut down or the warehouses are for sale. There are a few that seem to still be operating. in general. As for being open, it definitely doesn't seem like many of them are. You do see, like, occasionally there's, like, a few of them that either have the lights on or have, like, 1 or 2 people outside.
Okay, so I guess we go up and ask a couple of them
Yeah.
just to see if they know where Blair shipping is.
Might as well.
Okay.
Do we want to use the tried and tested clue approach?
Yeah, why not?
Can I approach?
Sure.
Alright, I approach.
Okay.
Such a
Menacingly.
So this tiny little zombie goblin approaches out of the darkness.
Oh my-
As she does.
Random workers. Do you say anything or do you wait for them to notice you?
I'll wait.
Okay.
Just start
Clearing
staring
your
at them
throat.
intensely.
So there's a few people kind of just going about their business outside this one particular warehouse that you've walked up to. And one of them seems to just be like sat on a bench taking a break for now. They don't notice you at first, but one of them is like seems to be taking stuff like off a wagon and loading it into the actual warehouse itself. And as they're coming back towards the wagon outside the building, they just see these pair of like white eyes peering out from the darkness at them. They're just like, oh fucking Jesus. Or whatever this world's equivalent to Jesus would be, I suppose. What? They just sort of like lean and like squint and like, hello?
Oh,
Oh, hi.
hi.
He sort of waves over his fellow worker and it's like, dude, what? Come over here. You now have
we're
two people staring at you.
We're looking for a thing.
A thing.
Yes.
And they look at each other and just look back to you.
Flare chipping.
What?
Yes.
Flare chipping? Did it say?
I don't suppose any of you gentlemen know where Blair shipping is.
So you guys come over following after Clue. They're like, oh, okay, there's people. Blair shipping? Well, to be fair,
Yeah,
it's
we're
like
trying to find
pitch
Blair
black out.
shipping.
There's small goblins just walked up to them, standing in the dark, just staring at them until they talk to. I don't know a Blair shipping. Do you know it, Henry? Sounds vaguely familiar.
Apparently it's somewhere around here, but I'm just
And
struggling to
new,
find it.
apparently.
Yeah, vaguely in the area. I mean, not a lot of places open this hour. We just got some stuff in from latest shipment, putting away.
Anything good?
Just the usual. Some cloth, some coal, just a bunch of stuff.
Cloth and coal, hey?
Just raw goods.
Can I check the crates?
You're gonna just
Don't poke
again.
the greens. Oh no.
I want to.
Okay, so you start wandering up towards this wagon, that they're unloading. And they're both like kind of like, what the heck? But they like back off as if they don't want to get close to you specifically after your introduction. You find a lot of raw goods, as they're described. It's ores, it's coal, it's cloth, it's just general sort of unprocessed goods.
Oh, wrapped in cloth.
Yes.
So,
Do.
yeah. Blue shipping. Any ideas?
I think it's in the area. I don't know. I don't like that.
Okay, fine. I just thought maybe, like you're in the area, you might know who your neighbors are. But apparently not.
I mean, not really. I mostly just work the warehouse. I mean,
Fair
are
enough.
you looking
Okay,
for
I'll.
like specifically like? Have they been through here, or like, are you just looking for the business?
We're looking for the warehouse that is owned by Blair Shipping.
Right. Yeah. I don't know where that'll be.
Okay, well, sorry to bother you.
Yeah. Have a good night, I guess.
Blue,
Imagine if
come
there
on.
isn't even a warehouse for Blue shipping. We've just been led on this wild goose chase.
Well, I mean, you're the
I mean,
ones who are
we-
like, yeah, it's Hexam. Let's go.
I didn't say that. Anyway, let's find someone else who will surely know where this place is.
Okay.
I want to see if I see the shadow again.
Roll another perception check.
18. Plus 5, so 23.
As you're sort of wandering around, you do notice the shadow again. Actually, it seems to like dart round the corner into an alleyway. Just
I'm
like
gonna-
off to your right.
Can we chase? I think we should chase.
Well, maybe not chase, but like walk there slowly. Well,
No,
I
I
guess
think
it doesn't really
chase.
matter.
Okay, you want to chase it?
Yes, we run at full speed,
Let's
Okay.
go.
God.
You run
75 miles an hour.
into this alleyway. As you do so, it's pretty dark, especially like since you're off the main street going into an alley. But you do see this tiny black shadow dart up onto like a gutter and start climbing up to the nearby roof.
Badger, chase.
Okay,
Chase that
I'm
thing.
just gonna shout out, unless you want me to throw a javelin at you, you probably won't down.
Give an intimidation check.
That would be 19.
19.
16 plus 3.
The shape
Faith is carried.
gets to the top of this gutter, up to the roof, and then stops. And you see a pair of reflective eyes beaming back at you.
It's the cat. Sorry, go on.
It's currently just staring at you.
I'd be like, friend, calm down. I don't want to have to go up there. And you don't want this. And she'll draw a javelin from her back and get ready to throw it. But like, you don't want this coming up there either. So please, just do us both a favor and come down.
It's sort of currently it's like at the back of the alley and jumped up onto like the edge of this roof. It takes a few steps towards you until it's like directly above you, still on the roof.
Zilil, do you want to get up there?
No, not so.
Okay, now I see how it is. I could fucking try.
I think we should all try. Let's not just leave it to Zillow.
Well, I'm gonna be ready to lob this javelin if it tries running away.
Alright, I'm gonna try and climb the roof too.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Oh god.
Oh no! I got
22.
6. Okay.
First time I
alright.
actually climb a wall.
Yo, so,
I needed to take the fall for you, that's why.
so Zulil, learning from your previous mistakes, you get a running start and you kick your foot off the bricks of this sort of back wall of this alley, and then grab onto this gutter, reach your other hand up onto like the upper gutter part of it, and pull yourself up onto the roof, and you are now on the roof with whatever this thing is.
Is it hooded?
It's not hooded. It appears to be... It's quite low light right now, but it's definitely some sort of small creature. Maybe an animal or something.
I want to light up a
giant
torch.
badger.
So, what did you say, Tommy?
I'm gonna light up a torch.
Okay. You light up a torch, and you see, with eyes beaming back at you, a fluffy white cat.
I'm gonna pet the cat.
I fucking told you about this cat. Is it the same cat?
It does seem to
I
be
mean,
the
we
same
can't speak
cat.
to animals, so...
I fucking called it. Did I not call it?
It was the
It's
cat
kitty.
all along.
It was the cat. Alright, question. Can
Well,
my
the cat
badger
understood human
can my badger communicate with the cat?
I don't think badgers speak cat.
Also,
Come
the
on,
cat
It's D&D.
the cat did understand human speech because Faith wasn't using speak with animals. So
Yes, she was.
I don't think she was. Was she?
Yeah, we
I
did.
don't think...
That's why she was so mad.
No, no,
Not
no.
when she said about throwing the javelin.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yes.
So I'm just gonna assume the cat understands human speech and can also speak it back. Cat just refuses to. Because mean?
This cat? Yep.
Yes. So I'm gonna pick
Yeah.
up the cat.
Don't pick up.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Can you not piss
okay.
it off?
So, you have hopped up onto the roof, and this cat has turned from staring down at you all to now very intently staring at Zulil. And as you approach it, it begins to sort of like rear up and arch its back. You see, like, this what was already a very sort of poofy, floofy cat is now just like a poof ball as it's like stuck all its hairs on end, and it starts sort of like backing up away from you carefully.
Okay,
Okay, then I'm
Zillow,
gonna
Okay, Zillow, just stop.
I'm gonna stop.
Just,
I'm-
okay, if the cat
Yeah.
can understand us, which we seem to think it does, we can just ask the cat if
Exactly.
it knows where the warehouse is.
Yes. Here, kitty, kitty.
Cat of the
We're,
roof.
we're not gonna touch you. We're not gonna chase you. We don't want to hurt you. We're just wondering if you know whether I've already forgotten the name that we've said 1,000 times. What's it called?
Where's the Hexam?
Blair shipping. Well, it
Blair
follows.
shipping.
The cat likes to watch Lord Hexen, so maybe
Exactly.
easier to say where
So
do
he
you watch
should
Lord
know.
Hexen?
Well,
Does
either
he
either.
know? Okay,
If you know, well, if you know the warehouse, can you take us there? If you don't know, can you
can you take us to Lord
take
Hexen?
us to Lord Hexam?
The cat continues to back away.
Please don't leave. We really, we mean no harm. We just really need some help. I promise. A clue won't touch
The
you.
whole
Zulu
campaign
won't touch
hinges
you.
on a cat. Oh no.
The what?
The whole campaign hinges on a cat.
I knew it. I knew it from the start. Please, if you could just help us, we'll leave you be after.
Give it a persuasion check.
Cat of the roof. What is your wisdom?
I'll say with disadvantage, because it's currently a bit afraid of you.
Well, I rolled a 6 plus 3, so I ain't persuading nothing.
Yeah, no. The cat... As you're like trying to talk to it, and Zulil is like standing in front of it, and I don't know if you're approaching or just standing there, Zulil.
I'm just standing there.
It seems very unhappy with this arrangement and has been like backing away. It takes like a split second where it just like glances to the other direction for just this tiniest split second before it begins to run. Faith, are you launching your javelin?
No, I'm not gonna spear a cat.
And you threatened to.
Man,
Yeah, because I didn't know it was a cat.
we should have tried doing some, you know.
It is just broken into a sprint and is now running across the rooftop towards the next roof over.
I'm just gonna. sprint
I'm
after
gonna.
it.
No, I'm gonna send my badger after it. Badger, chase that cat. Don't let it get away. And then I'm gonna chase after my badger. On the
I'm just
ground.
gonna chase after the cat
Okay,
Okay, so
and probably fall through a roof or something.
that would be great.
so
I mean,
Zulil,
I hope it don't happen.
you see this cat glance that direction and you know what it's about to do. So as it breaks into a sprint, you also start running in the same direction as it. Then Tori, you just like hoist your badger up towards the rooftop, and it begins running after them, and then you follow on foot. I'm trying to think, like, what would be the best check for trying to chase something? I guess athletics?
Probably.
Yeah,
Or
so
farming?
they'll give me an athletics. Or actually just general dexterity, we'll say.
General dexterity, so +3 for that,
Okay,
or
yeah.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're chasing after it and it's very fast. And this badger is like almost catching up with you as well. With this, animalistic speed that these two things have. But you are managing to generally keep pace with this cat. You start to close the distance on it as it jumps over a roof. I would like you to give me a acrobatics check.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, here we go.
That one.
Nah,
Tommy falls to the roof.
This cat
Sorry.
manages to easily clear this break between the two roofs with no issue. Zulil, on the other hand, attempts to make the jump, and it's almost like, have you seen the videos of like a cat where it like gears up for it and then completely fails its jump? It's almost
Yeah.
like that. So you just go like tumbling off this roof and land on the ground beneath in an alleyway. Thankfully, there does seem to be some sort of like trash bags or something to break your fall, so you don't take any damage, but you have fallen off a roof and have to pick yourself back up.
I'm
New
just gonna
enemy
run
unlocked.
past him laughing.
Tori, could you roll dexterity for the badger?
Yep. Do they get my plus as well? I got
believe
13.
Badgers have specific stats in D&D. Let me just look it up.
I don't know. I assume they do. Everything else does.
Badger. They have a +0 apparently. Interesting.
Oh.
So
amazing.
what did you roll? A 13?
13, yeah.
Okay. So your badger is, it's managing to, it clears the roof and continues on pace. It is slightly losing distance to this cat as you're running alongside.
Did I use all of my bag of tricks? Do you remember?
I believe
Yeah.
you
I know
used
I
two of
definitely
them.
used 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I
You
used 2.
used to, because you got
Because
that.
the giant badger and the normal
Alright,
badger.
I'm gonna throw something. I'm gonna pull something out of my bag.
Okay.
What am I doing? D8.
Yeah.
We need more animals on the roofs.
Okay, I got a 2. I got a giant
No,
rat.
Rocky, we are not throwing rocks at the cat.
Giant rat.
Okay, I have a giant rat. I'm gonna
pull
classic
this
giant rat
predator
out.
of a cat.
It's giant.
Yeah,
It's bigger than
it's
the
a
cat.
very chunky rat.
Alright, pull
Chunk.
rat out of bag. Tell rat chase cat.
Okay, so you throw this.
No, I'm gonna throw the rat at
Yeah.
the roof.
So you throw this fuzzy ball up to the roof as you're running along, and it unfolds into a rat a very chunky rat that is now running alongside it, sort of wiggling his butt behind it as it runs, as rats do. You know, they sort of wiggle their front and then their back. As it's just running, belting for this cat at full gallop.
Go rat. I'm just gonna also yell, Badger and Rat, you're working together, you're friends. Like, be nice to each other.
Okay. As you're running through, it takes a turn to the right, which you have to sort of skid to get around this turn tightly, but your two animals manage to like clear this turn no problem up on the rooftop.
Yeah.
As you round this corner, you hear this cacophony of like badger screeching and cat yowling and hissing for a moment before you see a bird takes off from a rooftop and heads in a sort of forward left direction off over the roofs.
Okay.
And your
Damn,
rat and
chickens.
badger both leap down and start sort of like snarling off the direction this bird went.
Damn,
So the
you-
cat's with the bird, or the cat turned into a bird?
Seems like
use the
I
javelin
knew
now.
this cat. I knew this fucking cat.
The javelin.
Fuck. Hold on one sec.
Sherry gave the cat an actual roll because we were so obsessed with it.
that's what you think.
Yeah.
How
That's-
far away?
that's what I
How
said.
far away is this bird cat?
That cat.
It's a bat. It's a bat.
It's
Hey,
just
yo.
taken off and has headed over the roof on the other side from where it was running. You can still see it.
Would you
currently.
say it's further than 90 feet?
Not yet.
Can I try a sleep spell at it?
You can try.
Alright, let's try that.
You could have killed the bird.
Birds don't
I might kill it, eh? It'll be
Like,
fine.
it's just gonna
It'll
die
slowly-
by itself.
It'll be fine.
Just run after it to catch it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'll do. I'm just checking. Okay, cool. Alright, so 5d8s. Wait. Yeah, so roll 5d8s, okay? I have 4,
Okay.
3, 6, 2, 3.
Oh god.
What is
18,
that
right?
at?
So 5, 11, 14, 18.
18. Trying to see how this would work. I'm not actually sure how the ruling on this would work.
Why?
Reasons, interactions between magic and stuff, and the rules of the game. I want to say no, it probably wouldn't have worked. You cast it, and it seems like this creature has more than 18 hit points, so it can't be put to sleep.
Damn it!
But
Well,
it's
at
a
least
bird.
it's not dead.
Yes, you didn't make the bird fall out of the sky.
So sad.
Okay,
Man, I tried
I'm
so
gonna-
hard.
okay, long shot here, but I'm gonna use thaumaturgy. Do it. I don't know what's a good predator bird sound.
I'm so stupid.
Falcon.
A falcon? Okay.
No.
So I want to use thaumaturgy to make it sound like a falcon. It's like it's crying out that it's just spotted a target next to the bird as it's flying away.
I suppose it should make a wisdom check for that. That's a 17, okay.
Hmm.
So it does not seem to believe that it doesn't seem very fazed by the idea of this supposed falcon swooping at it. It does, like, quickly sort of glance from side to side and kind of swoop a little as it does so, but upon not seeing anything, it just continues its flight path off that sort of forward left trajectory.
I mean, we can still chase the bird, right?
Yeah, I think we should chase the bird. I'm mad now. I want to catch that fucking bird
Oh
cat.
god, okay.
Can I ride the rat?
How big's the rat?
It's about the size of a dog.
Can I
mean,
hold Clue's weight?
There are many dogs.
Like a medium to large dog, like smaller than a husky.
I mean,
Probably
It's
won't
maybe
be
like
able
a
to hold Clue
golden
then.
retriever type size.
Okay, I can
Probably won't be able to
totally
hold
ride
Clue
that.
then.
I can
No,
totally
you can't.
ride
It'll slow him down too much.
that. It's a rat.
Yes.
the rat's probably the fastest thing we got right now.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna tell Rat and Badger to keep chasing that bird. Don't lose sight of it. And I'm gonna keep running after them.
Okay.
Back when the cat was on the roof, I should have just used Mage Hand and just grabbed it.
Well,
Well, you didn't.
it's a bit late now.
Hindsight.
It's too late now. It's too late now. But it's just something I remembered just now, and I'm kind of pissed off about it.
Okay, so are we Benny Hilling after this bird now?
I am.
Can we? That's
I'm
fine.
already gone, so you guys need to decide what you're doing.
Nah, I feel joy in chasing a bird.
Okay, so Faith is gonna sigh very heavily and then go to Tori.
Okay.
I like chasing birds.
1 second, I'm just typing up my notes to make sure I have everything.
I like birds and people who look like birds.
Miko likes
moths.
birds and bird people. Anyway, yeah, so you're chasing after this bird. You're Badger?
Could we take a quick break just because I need waters?
Yeah, that's actually a good plan. I will grab a drink and stuff as well. We'll be back
Cool.
in a little bit. 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
We'll continue chasing after this bird then.
Can I go sleep?
bird cat.
No, you can go sleep,
Good.
Rebel. hello again. We're back. So, as we left off, you were chasing after a cat that then seemingly
Bird.
turned into a bird and flew away in a forward-left direction. And you're about to chase after it, along with your rat and badger.
Yep.
Okay, so your badger gears up and immediately breaks back into a sprint and hops up the roof, just scrambling its way up, and just keeps following over the rooftops. Meanwhile, you and the rat have to kind of run around the corner and sort of run down the corner street. Keep following in that direction. You chase for a good few streets before almost losing sight of it a couple times, and then you manage to just barely lose sight of it. But you are now standing, I would say, like, down the street of a warehouse that still has the lights on at this hour.
Does this say Blair shipping on the outside?
Does it have a neon sign? A magic neon sign?
There isn't a magic neon sign, and you don't see a sign at all from here.
Might as well barge in.
Alright. Where is the warehouse in direction to where the catbird flew off to?
It's the same direction.
Okay, alright, we're going in there. Rat, badger, get on my back.
Oh my god.
Oh god, that's a strong back. Okay.
So your badger hops up and resumes its place around your neck.
Actually, sorry. Sorry, rat, just stay by my side. Don't jump on me, please.
This rat tries to like hop up, and then you tell it not to, and it just like goes back down and looks sad.
Aww.
Alright, come here, rat, and I just pick him up in my arms and walk into the warehouse.
You're now just carrying this big chunky ass rat in your arms that looks very
Did
happy all of a
Tori
sudden.
secretly wanted to be a druid?
Yeah, we're walking in until I find someone.
There is currently a couple people standing outside. They seem to be keeping watch.
Oh, that's a great sign. Hello there.
Hello!
Wait, are you with me, Clue?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello?
I'm looking for the Blair Shipping Company.
Sorry, we're not accepting guests at the minute. If you got business, maybe come back in the morning.
Is this Blair Shipping Company? So I can find you in the morning? I've been trying to find you.
Might be. Who would
Okay,
you
that's fine. My name is Tori, this is my giant rat, and this is my badger, and this is my Clue.
They look to each of you in that order. Right. Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab Clue's hand, and I'll come back in the morning, guys. Sorry to bother you so late at night.
Alright, bye then.
I'm just gonna walk back and try and find Faith and Zulil before we storm this place.
This dude, after you've walked away a few steps, he kind of looks to his side and then heads inside the door for a second.
I'm just gonna... Like, I noticed this.
It's sort of as you're walking away.
Yeah, but do I notice him do it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna start running and dragging Clue behind me.
Are you running towards him or?
No,
Towards the
away. Back where we came from.
Okay. So, you head back down the street, a little bit away from this warehouse.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep running till I find Faith and Zulil.
Okay. Right. Do you want to say anything to them? Like...
Oh, I have. What, am I,
Like they're only
do I
down
find
the
them?
street. It's not like
Okay. I've been running full pelt. I don't know where they are. I don't know what's
But I
going on.
assume you guys are following,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I mean, we're chasing after Tori. So...
Okay,
At least I'm
okay.
chasing after Tori. So Lil's picking himself up from the trash.
Yeah, I'm contemplating life choices at the moment.
Okay, guys, I found the warehouse. And it's sketchy as, so we need a plan of attack.
I mean, our normal plan of attack is to just walk up there. And
Well, I mean,
stick
we
stuff in.
can, but he said they weren't taking business and I should come back tomorrow and seemed very sus and then walked inside and I was like, oh shit, and
Okay, so they know we're
ran.
coming now? Or they know someone's looking for
Well,
them?
I told them I'd come back in the morning, but I don't know if he believes me. Probably not. I
mean,
do
if he
have a
went back
giant
inside,
rat
he's
and a
probably
badger.
gone to... Yeah, I mean, we're not exactly screaming businessmen here, except for maybe Frederick here.
I don't have my suit on.
The rest of us are kind
You're
of
covered in
screaming
trash.
murder
Yes, I
hobo?
don't have my suit on. I'm covered in trash. I also have several weapons on me. Debatable if that screams businessman to you, but
Well, I was thinking maybe it might be better if we try and go around the back or something and see if we can have a look in without getting noticed, because if we're going in through the front door, we're going to have to go by force.
yeah, that's
I'm all for taking a look. That's not a problem, but you are very noticeable, Dory.
I can send my animals off to do things.
And you did also introduce your animals to the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can have a look. They're more stealthy than I am. Like,
Are they? What actually is their stealth?
I think the giant rat might be.
Giant rat has advantage on perception. I don't actually see its stealth stat.
Nah.
What's stealth?
it's a rat.
under?
Rats
Is
are
it
stealthy.
Dex?
Stealth is dex, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be +2 then.
I like the -3 on charisma.
Hmm.
Poor rat.
What do you mean? It's very charismatic.
I mean, it's
He's
-4
stealthy.
on int, so, you know.
I mean, but that's understandable.
Okay, so, wait, we're gonna try and find the back of the warehouse.
Yeah, I think, like, if we want to avoid a fight right now until we get some more information, that's our best bet. Or we can just go through the front door.
does the warehouse have windows? I'm guessing
I didn't
not.
really pay attention
I think
because
Sherry did say that there were lights on, so...
Well,
Yeah, but it could be light coming through the doorway. So
I mean, if you get closer and you're having a look at the building, I can describe it to you.
Yeah, well, let's stealth it out. Let's go see what we can find.
Okay. Do you want to roll a group stealth check?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, God, okay.
Oh shit!
third
Okay,
natural
16.
one. Can roll.
I got a 2 + 2. That
Okay.
equals 4.
2 + 2 is 4.
24
Okay.
actually. So
So I
not
got a
bad.
16, 14 plus 2.
I got 15. 14 + 1.
Okay, so one very good roll, 2 decent rolls, and 1 not so great roll. I'd say that the not so great roll and the really good roll kind of cancel each other out a little, even out in the middle. So generally not too bad overall. So, before you stands a 2-story building. There is sort of a front door that juts out on the left side, like left front, and to the right of that is a sort of garage door, where presumably wagons and stuff go through. You do actually see, parked just outside on that sort of driveway, is a black carriage.
Dun dun dun.
For
Sorry.
the first floor, there's only a couple of windows on the sides, but on the upper floor, there is actually a number of windows. You can see like windows on generally all sides of the building, up on the second floor, along with some towards like the back left corner that are frosted over.
Do we see any
Okay,
people
can I-
in the windows? Like, are there any people visible to us, or is it just windows?
There's one guy stood outside. The other guy, the guy who you talked to, seems to have gone inside. So there's only currently one keeping watch outside.
Can I send my Badger on a stealth mission?
Okay.
Badger, you need to be really, really stealthy. And I need you to go up and count how many people you can see inside that building.
Well, we won't understand.
Yes, we will.
I can eat like one snuffle per person, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll get there. We'll get there. So, Badger, seriously, you can't be seen, you can't be heard. Stealth mode. I'm just gonna give him a little pat on the head and then send him off.
Secret badger.
Okay.
Secret Badger.
It scuttles away towards this building. Roll a
If anyone
stealth
hurts my
check
Badger.
for the badger for me.
Or the Badger.
Something tells me the giant rat would have been a better choice for this.
Yeah, I think the badger has a +0 to dex. So.
Yeah, and the rat's got.
Oh, can I
+2.
change my mind now, or is it too late?
Sure, you can do the rat if you want.
Okay, I totally said rat and not Badger.
It's okay.
But I rolled a 3.
Oh, so it doesn't really matter either way.
Oh my god! No! I rolled a d8. I also rolled a d8 for myself before.
Oh.
My bad. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let me roll a d20.
Yeah, reroll with it.
I got 19! 19!
Oh, come on.
Oh, I thought my rat was gonna die. I was freaking out.
Is that with the
Oh no!
+2?
No, that's just 19.
Okay, so 21.
Okay.
Secret rat.
This rat scuttles away towards the building.
It's a massive ass rat.
Very big rat.
Healthy, chunky rat, okay?
It's not
like
very
a
smart.
flattening.
It tries to go through the front door, only to find that it is closed, and it cannot fit under the door. So it begins to sort of go around
I should have
towards
said
the
the badger.
side. To be fair, it's not like there's a big gap under the door. I don't think the badger would have fit either.
I don't think the badger's much smarter either.
It goes around to the side, towards the window. One of the only couple windows on the ground floor. And again, it can't get in through the window. It just kind of smushes against it for a second before realizing, nope, that doesn't work. And scurries off again, sort of around the back. Then you wait a few minutes. And finally, you see this chunky little rat wiggling its little butt as it runs back towards you from across the street.
I'm gonna pick him up and give him a pat. And then I'm gonna put him back down, actually. Now, Mr. Rat, if you saw more than 5 people, can you wave your hand?
It looks confused.
Oh,
Rat, did you count how many people you saw in the thing?
It wiggles.
Wave your hand if you count. Okay. I'm gonna hold up my hand with 5 fingers. Say, did you see more than this many people in there?
It makes like a little ratty, chirpy noise.
No
Okay.
idea.
Wait, I mean, put up your hand if you saw more than this many people.
The rat finally sort of understands what you're trying to ask it to do, and it stands on its hind legs, its little butt touches the floor, and it sticks one of its paws up.
That's so
Good
cute.
rat, good rat. Okay, I'm gonna put both hands up, showing 10, and be like, did you see more than this many people in the building? Put your paw up if you did.
Hold on.
Rat?
Rat?
It puts both paws up.
I need more hands, guys. Someone put up their hands.
what? Is it answering the question or is it just mirroring you?
No, don't say that, Faith.
I just start counting your fingers, trying to figure out how many those are.
just tell it to do like one chirp per person. It's all.
I mean, we can try. Mr. Rat, can you chirp? I hope you're looking forward to this, Sherry. Can you chirp to every person you saw in the building for me, please? This is Faith's idea.
I'm not
I'm sure
doing
you can just say
11
it chirps
chirps in a row.
I mean, you can just say it chirps 11 times.
there you go.
Boom,
It chirps
done.
11
come on.
times. It's
Sure.
just a long time for this rat making noises.
At least chirp once, and we can imagine it like
What-
11 times.
What does a rat chirping sound like? I'm just like a.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna give the pat. I'm gonna give the rat a pat on the head. Say thank you, Mr. Rat.
Rat-a-pat.
Rat. Okay, so we have 11 people in there,
Rat
and
man.
4 of us.
Okay.
That's
so
the
then
rat's
question
fault.
is that 11 people we have to smack our way through? Or does that include the kidnapped victims?
Yes, that's what we
Slepny
need
and
to work
possibly
out.
others.
Did the rat say beautiful person?
I don't think the
What-
rat knows what a beautiful person is.
Oh,
Okay, we could try baiting the guard away by having someone rummage through the trash and just jumping on him.
We can make him chase the rat.
Yeah,
rat
like
was
we
with
just
me.
lure him into a back alley and we just jump on him and like completely collapse on him. 4 against 1, he should not, have any chance, especially if someone jumps on him.
I can
Yeah,
try.
we can do that.
What if? I'm just gonna. What if the guard calls for help and multiples come around the corner?
Well, that's why I'm saying rummage through the trash, because, it might just be something that they need to chase away, because there's something interesting stored in there,
I mean, we
It
can
would
try
be
it.
natural.
We can try it. I've got my
Or
sword,
it's-
I've got my shield. I'm sure I can headbutt whoever comes around.
Well, do you want me to because you saw my badger and rat with me. If they run past, they might chase it.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
was kind of my thought. Is just have them see one of the critters.
Okay, which one do you want to sacrifice?
None.
could
None
just-
are
I
getting
could just-
sacrificed.
I could just use minor illusion.
Or we could let Zilil scout the place.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Not sneaking in there.
We care more about the rat.
Rolls in that one.
It's just like really slowly approaching the door and trying to get through, pretending like no one sees me.
Just try to get under the door, like under
Yeah, like the rat. All right, well, let's try and find a good little alley that we can kind of get to without being seen,
Yeah,
and then
I-
I can send the badger.
Why do we always end up in some place like this?
Yeah, I want to
It's
climb on
Zilil.
top of the roof as well with someone's help.
I can help. I'm
What
strong. and
roof?
tall.
I'll give Zilil a boost up onto the roof.
Okay.
I'm strong.
See me roll a natural 1 again.
With help, you don't really need to roll. It's not.
Are you sure about that?
I
I mean,
think
you
you
can
should
roll if you
roll
want
anyway.
to.
I rolled a 5.
So you shouldn't. You just
You would have advantage because you're being helped.
Okay.
Okay, now he rolls a 1.
I rolled an 11. Plus 3 for acrobatics, so. It's not too
Okay.
bad.
So you're getting helped, and Faith's trying to hoist you up and give you a boost. Your foot slips and almost kicks Faith before you manage to regain your footing and grab on and climb up. You are now
Thank you.
on the roof.
I will sit on the roof. I will stay on the roof.
are we in position?
Now I'm going over to the side of the
Oh,
building
wait, you want me
where
to
we'd
hide? Okay. I'll try and find
I
somewhere
assume
to
you mean
hide.
the roof across the road, right? You're not going under the roof of this 2-story building, are you?
No. Like, I was thinking the building next to it, so we can
Yeah,
lure
okay.
the guard into the alleyway.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
right,
Can I
we all-
like look into the building while doing that? Because I'm technically.
You could try.
Like, I'm not moving, I'm just looking through the windows.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
20, but not a nat 20.
Okay, 20 total. Looking through, it seems like a normal warehouse from the inside. You can see there are a number of people in there, some of them dressed a bit more fancy than others. Some of them
Would
may
they-
have even been people from the ball. But others look like they maybe are just sort of warehouse workers. You can see from here that there is a sort of platform towards like the back of it that has like the how do I describe this? There's like a foreman's room up above with like a sort of balcony area around that is overlooking it. The windows to that are frosted, but there is sort of like a balcony area around that where someone could stand, and that's kind of supported by pillars.
Okay, so just like an overlook, essentially, of the.
Yes, and that's sort of in the back left, with like a walkway going across the full back place.
Okay, how many of the people are dressed up?
Looks like a decent number. There's like a few sort of warehouse workers, but most of them look to be dressed up.
Okay. Do I see Slepny anywhere?
You do not see Slepny.
Okay. Well, I communicate all of that down to the people, to the others.
Are we ready? Are we in position?
I mean, I assume we're hiding so that we let
Yep.
them go into the alleyway? Okay. So we're gonna try and hide.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm hiding, but let's pretend I am.
Okay.
Okay. Badger, I need you to go up to that guard in front of the building and get his attention and then run back to where we are. Do not get
Right.
caught.
Okay.
What?
Into the alleyway probably would be better.
Well, that's where we are.
Well, where we are.
You're
yeah.
all okay. I thought you were like hiding behind
In
the
the
house.
alleyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Fuck.
It works out. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, Badger, be careful.
Badger goes, "Grrr," and then scurries over. And it sort of gears up at this guy standing outside the sort of garage door, and like hunches its back and like just growls at him too. And then he's immediately just like, what the fuck? What? and then it begins sort of like running back towards you guys, stopping for a second to see if the guy is following it. Yeah, roll, I guess, persuasion for this.
Okay.
Yes,
That's the badger?
I guess.
I mean, that's a -3.
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't know what else.
I rolled a
for that.
I rolled a 10.
10.
Can I assist with a minor illusion?
You can try.
To just have it like, what's the building made out of? I'm guessing like wood.
Sort of like mostly stone with like wooden sections to it.
Okay, I want to like create a sound in the alleyway that's just kind of like scratching the like the sound of scratching on rock and
Why
wood.
not the sound of broken glass, like someone smashed a window?
Because that's 2 stories up and the badger wouldn't get there. Or like the second story.
There is like one window on either side on the bottom floor.
well, shit.
We just want to make it sound like someone or something is breaking in.
Yeah, but that would also alert more guards, wouldn't it? So
How many guards are in range to hear it?
it's less about that. It's more that the guard that's posted outside might attract the others. And what we're trying to do is specifically get rid of this guy first, so we have more free reign.
We'll just have the badger piss on
the
it
inside.
and he'll go running after it.
That's not a bad idea.
Are you guys gonna do that, or what's the play?
I think we still do. Like, I mean, the minor illusion can't really hurt because it doesn't use anything because it's a cantrip. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Well, what's the illusion gonna be?
Come again?
What's the illusion going to be?
That just the sound of like metal, like someone essentially trying to destroy the outside of the building, which I think would alert the guard because they're trying to protect the whole building without drawing too much suspicion as to someone is actually trying to break in.
I mean, give it a try. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm doing that to assist the badger.
Wait, sorry, were you doing scratching or breaking glass, or?
Scratching the outside of the wall, essentially.
Okay.
Like scratching on stone.
Okay,
Scratch.
so the badger goes and runs into the alleyway, where the scratching noise is now coming from. The guy in front seems very apprehensive. However, he does begin to sort of carefully head over that direction to go look into the alleyway. He sort of like goes and walks and like carefully peeks around the corner. What are you doing?
I'm gonna jump on him.
Okay.
Like knife out, just on top of him, Assassin's Creed style.
Are you trying to stab him?
Well, for now, I'm just gonna pounce on him and try and silence him. Not necessarily in a deadly way, just so he shuts
So you're trying to
the
like
fuck up.
grab him.
Yeah, like I suppose gag him, although that's not really the word.
Right.
Like
I guess
I'm gonna
this would
like
be
jump on
considered
him.
either like a grapple or a restrained. So it would be contested strength check for this. I will
Oh,
give
God.
you advantage because you have the element of surprise.
Okay,
just-
I can.
Yeah, I'll just stare at them. Just stare. I like staring at things.
Okay, 12.
You rolled an 11, so you have to sort of like you pounce on him, and there's a moment of like surprise as he gets like pinned to the floor. He does try to fight back and get back up, but you manage to just about keep him down.
Can I take some rope and tie him up?
If you have rope, yeah, sure.
I do have rope.
Okay.
I have the mending rope as well.
Yep.
Okay, wait, Faith's gonna go over and give us a little hand keeping the guy pinned down while they...
I also want to take like a piece of like rope and just tie his mouth shut so he can't talk.
Yeah, he is
Time
actually
Scream
like
for help.
grunting like like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that first. Like, fucking put some
Okay.
rope in his mouth.
So
Threaten
you
him with a
have-
knife. Tell him to shut up.
You have a dude tied up in an alleyway.
Doesn't sound great if you say it like that.
Okay, what are you doing now?
I don't know, I'm out of options. This is all I thought of.
Right, let's question him, you freaking dickhead. Let's pull him back into the alley because he was just at the edge of the alley. So let's go
we'll
far
put him
away.
into the alley.
Asking
Right.
questions.
Okay, so you pull
All
this
right,
guy
Mister.
further back into the alley. hopefully out of sight of the window on that side.
Alright. Wait, do I have... Zulu, put your knife at his throat.
Okay, I'd just do that.
Okay.
If you scream, he slices.
Roll intimidation. With advantage, because
can
he's
I-
tied up right now.
Can I also add something as well?
Yeah.
What is it?
Don't scream. This little goblin, point a clue, smashed someone's head in with a frozen giant rat. You don't
then
want
the
that
rat
to
just-
happen to you. And
I'm just gonna pat my rat next to me.
I mean, you already have advantage on what
Yeah, you already
Double
have advantage,
advantage.
so there's
Double
not what you can get,
advantage.
but congratulations, you've double intimidated him.
But he
Anyway,
didn't
what did
die.
you roll?
So I rolled a 10 with a 3, 13.
13.
advantage is the second roll, I believe.
Yeah, you get a second roll and take that.
Oh,
roll.
sorry. never mind. I rolled 8.
So
10.
13 it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
sense.
So he. Okay, to be fair, not a very high DC. He is like tied up with a knife to his throat.
Yeah.
So for the moment, he's not screaming. For now.
Okay. Listen here, dude. What the fuck is going on in there?
What do you want? It's just a warehouse.
No, it's not. You've got people in there that I'm sure don't want to be in there.
No, everyone in there's of their own consent. They're all there having a great time. Please don't hurt me.
I won't hurt you as long as you don't scream and you answer my questions.
Okay.
Did they just arrive from the ball at Sir Cole's ball? From Sir Cole's ball?
Roll persuasion for me for this one.
Okay. I got 6 plus 3, 9.
I don't know what ball you're on about. We're all just doing our job, okay?
Isn't there fancy dressed people in there?
He kind of looks towards the window and it's like, maybe.
I'm gonna take my second knife and just slightly stab him in the leg.
What the fuck?
Just a tiny bit. You better answer our questions. I'm not gonna be as nice again.
Hey.
I did answer.
Look, we've already seen what's going on in there. Just tell us what's going on and what we're going to be walking into.
It's just there's a bunch of people in there. I don't know. I'm keeping watch.
What are you keeping watch for?
People like you.
Oh, you sucked at that job, didn't you?
Did you have to fucking stab me?
Well,
Sorry, that-
I didn't.
It's not even that deep. Stop crying.
Who are you watching for? Who is it that's in there that you're working for?
It's just a Blair shipping company, okay?
No, the name of the person. You've got to know the name of the person.
Why do you even care who's in charge?
Zilil, can you stab him a little bit more?
No, wait, please.
No.
Clue. Shush.
It's
Names. Names.
the fancy guy in charge. Stuff. Hexam.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Was that so hard?
You fucking stabbed me.
It's just a little one. Trust me, we can do much worse. How many
You could
people
be-
are in there? Who do we need to worry about?
I don't know. There's a lot of us.
How
I'm
many
gonna-
are there at the front door?
At the front door, there's like, I don't know. There's this one guy on the front door, and I'm on the garage.
Is that it?
I mean, not once you go inside.
What were you gonna say, Zilla?
It's fine, don't worry.
Okay.
Sherry, what would you say the person looks like? Height and
This
weight
guy?
wise?
You have tied up?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's kind of an older man, a little bit sort of graying hair and beard. He's
Oh god, I feel bad now.
well, he's not like old, but he's definitely like getting on in years.
Okay, so would you say he's similar to me in stature?
He's
Like-
around about 6 foot,
Oh,
I would
God.
say.
I see
But
where this
he's
is going.
not especially built. He's just kind of like reasonably athletic.
Can
Okay,
you
so if I use this guy's self and make myself look like him,
please shut up?
What?
Can you help, please?
Are you asking?
Are you
talking to the
to do
guy?
it?
Yes.
What? You just fucking stabbed me and now you want me to help you?
Look,
Yes.
there's people in there that are in there against their will. They were just taken from a ball. We're trying to help them.
I told you nobody's against their will.
Yeah, well, we believe they're actually under a spell, so I think they are against their will.
Look, no,
Are they actually in there though?
Do you work at this company? Or are you hired as a guard?
I'm just a warehousing guy.
Okay, now I
They
feel
just
really
put
bad.
me on watch. My leg.
Okay, fuck. Guys, what do we do with this guy?
Shiny person can heal.
Oh, shiny person is out of healing spells.
And
I
we're
do
not
have a
healing
healing
it.
potion, but it would be a bit of a waste.
Well, not right now, guys, because he'll go
No.
back in and tell everyone. Like,
Yeah.
we need to. Oh,
We're gonna
God.
gag him first of all again because
I don't want to use
don't
my
wanna be-
spells because I'm nearly out of spells. I shouldn't have used that sleep spell before. Does anyone have? I mean, we could just knock him out, I guess.
I'm just gonna like fucking gag him again.
Okay.
Yeah, but we
bandage
can't just
him.
leave him there.
Why are you being so rude to this person?
We're just gonna bandage like the. Well, I'm just gonna bandage the wound.
Okay.
To be honest, I thought he was like a bad guy. That's why I was such an asshole.
I mean, he kind of is.
We don't even
Just because
know
he's old
that
doesn't mean you're
people
gonna feel
are in
sorry for
there.
him. He's a bad guy.
No, but he just works there. He's not like
Yeah.
doesn't
but
mean
he's
he's
still a
part
bad
of this.
guy.
We don't even
Okay.
know
We got a
if
choice.
the people we're looking
We
for.
can either
Yeah. What do you
we
mean?
can either
that?
leave him here tied up, or we can knock him out.
I feel
I
like
think
he's
we
more
need-
like a guard from like the blimp spot than anything, and we just kind of jumped him. But
Well, I mean, I think he just isn't aware of the situation, but I think we need to knock him out.
Faith
don't
is
have to
gonna
kill
kneel
him.
down next. No. Give me a second. So Faith is gonna kneel down next to him. So she's whispering in his ear and say, maybe you're not aware, but the people you're working for attacked Sir Cole and General Xander. The people that are inside there, some of them you may think are there of their own volition, but their minds have been changed with magic. You know how easy it is to change someone's mind just through persuasion. Imagine what you can make someone do with just magic. You are working for the wrong side right now. So you have a choice. You can stay here, stay quiet, and let us do what we can to help those people. Or we can make you quiet. If you're willing to stay here and stay quiet, just nod your head.
Zolel, did you already gag him?
Yeah.
yes,
He just nods his head vigorously.
Okay, I think we just stuff him in the back of the alley and
yeah.
leave him there for now.
I'm gonna tie up his legs as well so he can't move.
If we hear a noise from you, Zulu will be coming back with his knife.
You stab this dude in the leg and then you're leaving him tied up and gagged so he can't even get help.
Well,
We'll
no,
help
no.
him after.
To be fair, I bandaged the wound. Doesn't do any healing, but he's not gonna bleed out. I also didn't like stab him like full through, but like just slightly into the flesh, like centimeter or two, maybe.
This poor guy.
If you stay quiet, we'll come back and we'll let you go. Just, do what Faith said. She's scarier than the three of us combined, just so you know.
He just nods again.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
We can either try and sneak in when we saw those upper story windows. Maybe we can break one of those and get in. Or we find another way in. Or we smash down the door and we bash heads.
So,
Or we can set the building on fire.
well, there's innocent people in there, so we can't set the building on fire.
But they won't be in there for long if we set the
The
building on fire.
Spetsnaz method.
Yeah.
Oh, like try and smoke them out.
Yeah.
Okay, because like the problem with the going through the window is we all have to be able to make it onto the roof, and that might not happen.
I mean, I'm fairly limber, but I don't know about the rest.
Yeah, you are.
There's a little
I'm-
kind of struggles, but
Imagine if like two of us get up and the other two are stuck on the ground. I don't think we should split up right now. I think regardless, whatever we do, we're in for a big fight. So,
Yeah. Is anyone like actually low on health and needs a healing potion, or?
low on health, no. But I'm actually at full health. But
I actually- I had to like when I opened my thing back up, everything was reset. So I honestly don't know, but I'm pretty sure I didn't get hit in that battle. So I think
Okay,
I'm full
Your
health.
spell slots are still as they should be.
No, I only had. No, I used more than 2 spells.
You have 2 level 1s and 1 level 2 used.
Yeah, but I used the sleep on that bird.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So you'd have to get rid of.
But I think. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway, but yeah, I definitely if at most have 2 spells left.
Okay.
So you'd have 1 level 1 and 1 level 2.
Yeah.
Clue?
What?
Health?
I'm half health.
Okay, so am I. So it should be fine, I think. I'm gonna stay back anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if this fight is going to be a big fight, we probably want to rest before we go in. But do we have time?
Well, they're going in the morning. Like, there's no ships leaving
Well-
before the morning. If that is their plan.
The question is if we have, because we can take a short rest, right? If we take a long rest,
Yeah, but a short rest heals a few hit points, but
Short
doesn't
rest
give you
is
any
an
spell slots
hour.
back.
short rest is an hour, yeah, but we would at least be healed up. Long
you do
rest,
have a guy tied up and currently missing, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think we have to go now. We're just gonna have to hope none of us die.
Oh god.
Well,
Maybe
think on
we
that,
should set it on fire.
Ravel,
Yeah?
I believe you have to go in like 5 minutes for lunch, right?
Probably a bit more than 5 minutes, but
Well, this does seem like it's going to be a big fight. Do we want to end it here
Yeah.
for today?
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's probably best, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
yep.
Oh,
we'll
why
leave
not?
it here for today, and then we can start up next time with what may turn out to be a very big fight. Who knows?
Or a very short fight.
Maybe. Y'all might
We
just
end up
die.
chasing the cat again.
This is where we all die.
But yeah, so we'll leave it there. We'll continue this in probably about 2 weeks. Same time, same day. Probably.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Definitely a bad time now. It's morning. So yes, we'll see y'all then, hopefully, provided nothing gets in the way, no scheduling issues, etc. You know how D&D be. But for now, bye-bye everyone. We hope you all enjoyed.
Bye-bye.
You good there, Rebel?
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bum bum.